Welcome to SoSoValue's Furry News Studio. I'm your host and CIO, SoCaddis. Brings you the latest crypto market updates with max personality. Let's go through the crypto news worth paying attention today, according to SoSoValue. The first is, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell stated on Friday that President Trump's new tariffs are beyond expectations and their economic impact may also include rising inflation and slowing growth, noting that the central bank may face a series of tough decisions in the future. Powell indicated that while the tariffs are likely to lead to a temporary rise in inflation, their effects may also be more lasting. Avoiding such an outcome depends on stabilizing long-term inflation expectations, the magnitude of the impacts, and how long it takes for these effects to fully transmit to prices. It is our obligation to stabilize long-term inflation expectations and ensure that one-time price increases do not become a persistent inflation problem. The Federal Reserve's responsibility is not to comment on the policies of the Trump administration, but to respond to how these policies may affect the economy.
Higher tariffs will be working their way through our economy and are likely to raise inflation in coming quarters. It is now becoming clear that tariff increases will be significantly larger than expected. And the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth.
Next news, Codex, a startup focused on creating a blockchain for enterprise stablecoins, has secured $15.8 million in seed funding led by Dragonfly Capital. Next news, according to Deep Tide TechFlow News, on April 4, USDC Treasury burned 50 million USDC on the Ethereum chain. Next news, according to TechFlow's report on April 4, based on CME's FedWatch, the probability of the Federal Reserve maintaining the interest rate in May is 56.7%, down from 60.1% before the non-farm payroll report. The probability of a 25 basis point rate cut is 43.3%. The probability of the Federal Reserve keeping the interest rate unchanged until June is 0, while the cumulative probability of a 25 basis point cut is 52.1%, a 50 basis point cut is 44.3%, and a 75 basis point cut is 3.5%. Next news. The Ethena stablecoin USDE has officially launched on the BNB Chain. USDE and SUSDE can be used in PancakeSwap, Venus Protocol, and Pendle BNB deployments, allowing users to exchange, lend, and save on the BNB Chain. Next news. Trump has once again urged Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell to lower interest rates as soon as possible, stating that it is the perfect time and criticizing Powell for being always too slow to act. He pointed out that energy prices, interest rates, and inflation have all decreased. Employment is on the rise, and even egg prices have dropped by 69%, urging Powell to stop the political manipulation. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and share the news to your friends. See you tomorrow.